Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is the message that the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with my deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has for you. Be sure and like the message and definitely subscribe if you enjoy the videos. All of your interactions really help my channel to grow, and they definitely push the videos out for others to see. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. You guys have been huge in helping my channel grow, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you so much. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I wanted to say the Page of Pentacles, but this is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So you could feel a little stagnant right now, feel like things are moving very slowly, and that's understandable because, again, he is the slowest moving knight, but this is a long-term steady knight, right? Like long-term progress, long-term abundance. So if this is about, you building a business, this is about like the long-term effects of that and building from a solid foundation, right? Like this isn't something that you're going to build super fast, but it's going to last for a long time, right? Pentacles are earth energy, so they're very grounded, very stable energy. If this is about a relationship, this is about really focusing on building slowly and putting in the details, putting in the work towards what it is you want to build with this person. Because again, this isn't a relationship that's going to just fizzle out. This is something that's going to last for a very long time. So again, it is a slow moving night though. So you could feel like you are, moving at a snail's pace here. So the situation is the Seven of Pentacles. Again, patience. With the Seven of Pentacles, it is about planting a seed and then watching things grow to fruition, right? So you've probably planted some kind of seed. Again, this can be in business or love. You take it how it resonates for you. But this is like growth and patience, like planting that seed, and now he is watching everything grow. He is watering the soil, pruning the bushes, tending to what he needs to, putting in those details. That Knight of Pentacles is very much about details and putting in the work in order for things to grow, right? So again, this is not going to happen overnight. This is about patience and letting things, really grow over time so that you can focus on the fruits of the labor and the abundance that comes at the end of that journey, right? So it could also be about looking at things and wondering if it is worth putting that energy into, right? Like if this is, say for instance, a business or a job, like looking at your job, is this worth all of the energy that I'm pouring into this? Am I going to see the fruits of my labor with this, right? Same with a relationship. Is it worth putting all of this effort into? So in the blockage position, we have the Star, and the Star is about healing. This is about hope, renewal, really having hope for the future, and then renewing your faith through healing and in your body, mind, and spirit, right? So this card really appears after you've had like a painful period or a painful time, and it kind of gives you that hope, right? Like this wish fulfillment, this star in the sky, like wishing upon a star. So I feel like maybe you feel a little stagnant, right? With that Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, things are not coming to fruition as fast as you would like them to, and maybe you're kind of losing hope on situations, right? And not having the faith that you need in order for things to grow, or it feels like it's taking a long time, so you've kind of lost your faith in it, right? So the cause of this is the Empress card, and the Empress is about that divine feminine energy, right? Whether you're male or female, it does not matter. We all have masculine, feminine energy, but she is very connected with nature and the divine, and she is very abundant and fruitful and very nurturing, right? Like this is about birthing new ideas and really kind of um, it being open to receive, right? Being open to receive abundance, resources, love, time, money, whatever it is that you are needing to be open to receive here. This could be that you are very blocked off from, loving yourself and being open to others loving you, or being disconnected from your creativity and unable to receive the abundance that you want here, right? Because you're losing faith and you're losing hope and you're wondering if this is even worth it, and you're not open to receive, right? So I feel like there is a need to really sit in that Empress energy and let things come to you. Know that you are abundant and this will pay off, right? That's a very hard energy to sit in, because a lot of times you want to take action, or you feel like you constantly have to push against the energy. And a lot of times when you try to force things, it causes friction, right? And the universe pushes back, right? So it just kind of, it's one of those things with energy. When you try to force it, it's going to push back. So I feel like right now is just a time to really be open to receive. In the recent past, what is affecting this current situation, we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about needing to make a decision. It's about being indecisive, right? It's also about like protecting yourself. You're blocked off, right? She has her arms crossed over her chest and she has this blindfold on. She's completely blocked off from receiving anything. And then she has the blindfold, so she's not even seeing what there is around her, right? The opportunities, or seeing those details, or seeing the situation for what it is, right? So again, needing to trust in her intuition because she cannot physically see. Needing to trust that this situation is going to turn out the way that you want it to, but it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take patience. All of the things we don't want to do, right? Like we want something, we want it now. So this is very much about needing to see the situation for what it is, and then again opening up to that receiving energy, and putting in those details, right? Not that you're not putting in work, but it takes, like, you don't build a muscle overnight, right? It takes consistency in the kitchen, in the gym. You constantly have to wake up and go and put in that work, right? And that's the same with a business or with any relationship. It is waking up every day and dedicating yourself to that. And when you do that for an extended period of time and you don't see any anything happening, you don't see anything in front of you, anything tangible, right? Then it can be very overwhelming and it can have you losing your faith. That's completely understandable. I feel like this is just a message of spirit telling you not to lose your faith and to, be open to receive. Stay open and stay positive, stay hopeful. Your message from your higher self or from your guides is the Death card. So the Death is about a transformation, right? And with major arcana, if you don't know anything about tarot, the major arcana are the very large incidents in our life, right? This isn't like the everyday mundane, like, what do I want for lunch? Or, who's going to drive in the carpool today, right? Like those are like everyday details, that Knight of Pentacles, right? With major arcana, these are large transformations. This is like releasing a mindset, releasing a belief system, releasing an old way of doing things in order to build what it is you want to build, right? So that's a large ask, and that's a major transformation. This isn't like a small transformation. So, with the Death card, it is releasing old cycles that can lead to a rebirth. And with every ending comes a new beginning. So you're probably needing to release some way of being or some way of thinking. It's not an easy process. And just try to understand that it is leading you to your best and highest good, right? Like releasing an old way of being is going to help you move into the new way that you need to be in order to grow, right? So, and for instance, if this is a business you're wanting to grow, or you're wanting to grow in your job, you have to let go of an old mindset of, this is never going to come together, right? I've done all this work and nothing's ever going to pay off. Or I'm pouring all of this energy into my company and nothing's happening, right? Like, so things are transforming and things are ending in your life. And just because you can't see them doesn't mean it's not happening. But just understand that things, day by day, by you putting in that work and showing up for whatever this is that you're wanting to build, that is the transformation, right? And that takes time, that takes effort. So, just let go of the old worn out patterns and behaviors and then purge all of that so that you can create space for a new beginning. It's kind of just forcing you to release the past, for lack of, in a nutshell, release everything and move forward, right? So easy. So in the immediate future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about putting in work and like really focusing on a task, right? Or being productive and developing your skills, right? So maybe you're focusing on a new skill in order to grow. Maybe you're focusing on a new way of doing things. But you're definitely putting in some work and being productive here. That Eight of Pentacles is to continually engage in practicing your skills and developing yourself. If you're constantly growing and evolving, then you're putting in that work, right? So maybe you've been practicing or studying something, or maybe you are wanting to practice a new skill, right? Or maybe do something in a different way at work, right? Because we have these pentacles here. So this could be about like your job or your career, or this could be you like really putting in the work towards building or moving forward, right? So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Page of Wands, and I love that. So the Page of Wands is fiery energy, right? Wands are fire, but he's grounded and playful at the same time, right? Like he's very curious and he's very open to adventurous opportunities, and he kind of has like that inner child curiosity, like going after things, new opportunities, and then expressing himself in fresh and dynamic ways, right? So I feel like it's an exciting new time of beginnings, but just to remain grounded in that, right? So I feel like you are very hopeful and very optimistic about the opportunities and about growing something, right? It's just about really keeping the faith in what it is that you're trying to grow. So in your environment, the influence here, we have the Devil. So the Devil is, I think a lot of times people see this as a very negative thing, and it is not the best card, but it is about recognizing those patterns, right? That self-sabotaging behavior. This could be you releasing yourself from that mindset in order to really focus on building something here, right? Because you do have the Death card, which is about releasing. And then, this has got these people in chains and they are trapped here, right? They're being controlled and, feeling like they're stuck in a prison, that they are dependent on this, person, place, or thing. They're being controlled. But the reverse Devil is about freeing yourself from that and liberating yourself from an old or destructive pattern, right? Don't fall back into self-sabotaging behavior. Again, that negative thinking or not putting in the work, not putting in the details, right? Just, again, remain patient and keep the faith that things are working out. Because that can be a very self-sabotaging behavior, those negative thought patterns, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Wands. So as far as hopes, I feel like you're very hopeful to overcome obstacles and to move on, right? Finding solutions in order to move forward. And I really feel like you are going to do that. Because I feel like you're going to put in some work here, right? Like maybe focus on a skill or a particular thing, right? I just keep looking at him with that one pentacle, but he's almost there, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. It is like success and being stable, right? So I feel like you have been putting in all this work with that Seven of Pentacles, and you're just wondering when you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And it's probably just really hard to keep the faith. But in the near future, you have that Eight of Pentacles, which is like developing your skills and things like really starting to come together. Because right after this is the Nine of Pentacles, right? So you're probably hoping to overcome that, right? Like really kind of find solutions to move through any like annoying delays or obstacles that you're dealing with, right? That we all deal with on a day-to-day basis. You could also be fearing some obstacles or fearing that there are circumstances beyond your control that you're going to have to overcome, right? Or this could be like others in the workplace and you're kind of fearing that there may be some competition. But I also feel like you're going to overcome that, right? Like developing your skills in order to overcome any competition or, tension that you may have with others in the workplace. The potential outcome here is the Three of Pentacles. I absolutely love that for you. So the Three of Pentacles is about success. This is about new doors opening and like your work being seen here, right? So these people are viewing his work and they're really seeing everything that he has been doing. So I feel like you are going to be seen, whether by a boss or by a group of people, right? If this is something you're building online, you're going to be seen online and it's going to open up more doors of success for you. It'll be really well received by others and it'll open other doors of opportunity, right? It can take you to that next level that you've been waiting for. So don't doubt your skills and your abilities, right? Like you're putting in this hard work. You're going to continue to do that and really focus on your skill set. And I feel like you just need to keep the faith and, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your skills. This could have to do with, maybe even going public, like because people are seeing your work, right? Or it just could be like a company wide, whatever your work is, right? But this is definitely recognition and success here, like being seen by a work group. So I really love that for you. I think that's an amazing energy. Just be open to receive it, right? That Empress energy. Don't block yourself off. I know a lot of times when you're going through something that's taking a long time, especially if you're trying to build like a side hustle or, it's taken me a long time to build my YouTube channel. You guys have been huge in helping me with that. So if I finally got over 1,000 followers and I'm so grateful for you guys for doing that for me. So thank you a million times. I will never stop thanking you guys for that. But I know what that's like going through that. It's like you really want to do this thing and you really want to see things pay off, but it's taking a long time, right? And that doesn't mean that things aren't transforming for you because they are. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. But you do have like this, focusing on your skills here in the near future and really releasing any kind of like negative mindset and then overcoming obstacles because you have success here in whatever it is that you are working on. All the effort that you are pouring into whatever this project is for you, whatever this, I always call this seed a manifestation, right? Planting the seed of a manifestation and then watching everything grow. So whatever that was that you planted, it is going to come to fruition. Just keep the faith, right? And be open to receive it. I know that that's difficult, but I can completely understand what you're going through. It will pay off. Just trust that. So I hope that message helped and I will see you guys next time. Bye.